Hello everyone and welcome back to Arcade Spirits. We are starting at Chapter 2. If you missed Chapter 1, I have playlists and stuff so you can start from the beginning. I would do a recap, but I have forgotten. I'm not sure if this game will do a recap for me. But so far we are on the up and up with Teo. He seems to have an interest with us, but Gavin is a close second. And we're pretty basic, but that is very on brand, basic and kind. If you're interested in playing the game yourself, links in the description, way to support the devs, link in the description. Let's jump into Chapter 2. It is the future year 20XX. And you know what? Things are pretty okay. I've worked as a floor attendant on the Funplex for 2 weeks now. Hard work to be sure, but rewarding. In a spiritual sense, at least. I've helped Naomi pair pinball games. I've had tea with Francine while she reminisced. Wow, I've never had to say that word out loud before. Oh, that's terrible. While she reminisces about the far out 1980X's, I've evacuated gamers when the kitchen accidentally caught on fire. I've had numerous kids puking up nachos on my clothes. I've scraped gum off any number of surfaces. I've chased what turned out to be entirely too many spiders out of a single skee-ball machine. That is terrifying because I hate spiders. Look, okay, I know I'm not painting this in a very rosy picture so far, but honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy even amidst the chaos and the grossness. I'm happy, and that's all that matters. Right? Right, you're happy! This is the best I've seen you in ages, Antonio. Before you'd come home all drained and exhausted, now, well, you're still tired, but a good tired. I'm trying to, I keep doing this, I'm like, wait, that's not her voice. How did her voice sound? And I slowly adjust to it without meaning to. My roommate, Juniper, she took into stopping by during her lunch break whenever she could get away from her office cubicle long enough to do so. It's still hard work, don't get me wrong. But overall, it's good work. I just feel good. Totally good and stuff.
Yes!
Good! Agreed. Super good. Double plus good. Iris, we talked about you listening in on my conversation. What did I tell you about that? To pretend I wasn't eavesdropping even when I am? Exactly. You know, I'd be more upset about my creepy privacy invading digital over mistress, but I have to admit that Iris really pulled through for me. Even if she also ordered a 3-month supply of pizza bagels on my behalf.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
But Antonio, when you have pizzas on a bagel. So, Juniper, how long do you have left on your break? Any time to squeeze in some pinball or something? I can spot you tokens. No can do. Our new assistant synergy manager arranged a team building exercise. I have to move colored bits of paper around or something and then exchange high fives. Assistant synergy manager? That sounds like a very vague job. Yeah, it's actually entry level, good pay, and right on track to middle management. Pretty cushy if a bit dull. Funny thing is that they asked me if I knew anybody who'd fit in before they started advertising for candidates. I said nope. Who'd want to do that? When was this exactly? Oh, 2 weeks ago. So, 2 weeks ago, right when I needed to find work, you told me you didn't have any good... You told them you didn't have any good candidates for a well-paying entry-level job.
Oh, well, but you wouldn't have liked being an assistant synergy manager, right? Not one bit.
Juniper. Please tell me you told them no because I'd already taken this job by that point, not because you forgot.
Hey, I didn't forget.
So you did it on purpose.
I just, didn't bother telling you about the open position that night. I mean, you'd already had so many jobs you hated. I knew you'd hate being an assistant synergy manager, so I didn't feel the need to tell you. And it all worked out, right? You just spent the last 5 minutes telling me how happy you are here.
Not a lie, I was happy here indeed. But also a lie, having packed pizza bagels for lunch after having pizza bagels for breakfast because we barely had enough money to cover the rent this week, pulled together. Also not a lie, Gavin constantly hiding the numbers from us, insisting things are fine, all while dryly joking about perpetually being on the edge of crash and burn. Also not a lie, that every time someone in my family tried to chase after happiness instead of stability, we fell deeper and deeper into debt and misery. Into debt and misery.
Ooh.
Antonio, say something, you're scaring me. When I lost my lifeguard job, I barely reacted, didn't care that I was impoverished again and facing an uncertain future. I guess one of the nasty side effects of no longer going with the flow is no longer being numb to the reality of your situation. But I shouldn't feel upset. I've been generally enjoying my time at the Funplex. I took a risk and it's paid off in terms of my mental health, if not my physical health. I have no right to be angry or upset at losing an opportunity at a safer, more stable future. Right? It's okay. I'm where I want to be. Honest truth. It's okay. Everything is fine. A lie to protect Juniper. Or, it's not okay. Why didn't you tell me? Harsh truth. Okay, Antonio. What would you say? Not the lie, probably. Honest truth or harsh truth? God, I want to do a harsh truth so bad. I'm doing it. I don't... It's not okay. Why didn't you tell me? Nope, can't help it. I'm angry. I'm angry or upset. I'm angry and upset. All my life, I've watched my parents suffer, given the short end of the stick in life, a curse passed down from them to me in turn. Now it seems like I had a chance to escape the curse, and Juniper took it away. Don't get me wrong, I love this arcade, and I did decide I was done with settling, compromising, going with the flow. But, even so, what a missed opportunity. Could it really be settling to not have to eat pizza bagels for lunch every day? Juniper, what the heck? I could have had a stable job and you told them I wouldn't even be slightly interested?
I was looking out for your interests, like I always do. You'd have hated working at my office. It's a miserable, boring, frustrating, annoying, lousy little pile of soul-grinding nonsense.
Then why are you there? This also, shows that Juniper has been hiding, how she feels about her job.
I mean, sure, the pay is good, and you get solid health insurance, and paid vacation time, and they have a sweet coffee shop right in the lobby. And these really great chairs that support your lower back, like $1,000 chairs from Sweden crafted by master chairsmiths.
Gee, sounds awful so far.
I'm sorry. I should have told you. I shouldn't have held that back. But I still wouldn't have pushed you to take the job. It's totally horrible at my office. You'd have been miserable there, like me. I just wanted to do the right thing by you.
Whew. Okay, I accept your apology. I don't want to lose our friendship over this. Or keeping me in near poverty is the right thing. I trusted you, Juniper. Now we're gonna accept her apology. She apologized. I just wanted to also vent that. I wanted to vent that, because that's what Antonio deserves. Okay, I accept your apology. Okay, I get it. You tried to help me out ever since we first met. This is just more of that. I'm still a little freaked out by missing the opportunity, but I can't accept your apology. I'm hurt, but that's just here and now. We'll be okay in the end. Okay? Yeah, I like that. That's exactly what I wanted out of this situation, out of that choice. Ugh. Okay. I lost my voice. I'm so sorry, Antonio. At least, it all worked out, right? You're happy here. You said so. You're happy here, right? Yeah, sure. I'm still angry.
Okay.
Right, okay. I gotta go back to the office. I'll see you later tonight back home. If you're still mad later on, I'll understand. Wonderful. Well, it's not like we haven't had fights before. I doubt this will break up our roomie alliance. We both just need time to cool off and think. Or maybe I am in the right and Juniper's wrong. Maybe I was a fool to believe in this arcade dream. Well, hang on, calm down. It's not that bad. Or maybe I should give up, resign from the no, calm down. Right, I'm doing enough second guessing of my life for one day. There's no sense doing something brash. Just go with the flow for now. Calm down. Juniper and I will be fine. I'll be fine. I hope. What I need right now is a distraction. and frozen pizza bagels are most certainly not it. My pocket money is really slim, but I think I need to step out for some fresh air and treat myself to a better lunch than that. And hey, maybe some company too. Nice and distracting, talking to someone about anything other than this. Let's see who's available. Percy, Queen Bee, Teo. Or I always have to say Mateo in my head to remember how to say Teo's name. Teo. From this lineup is Teo. As he finishes up the last beat of the song, I see Teo spin and jump off the Showtime stage platform. He doesn't even look back to see that he absolutely nailed it. Nailed it like the badass he is. It looks like most of the crew isn't around today, which is strange. I wonder if they all went out to lunch together. Speaking of which, floor attendant Antonio needs food badly. Maybe Teo would be interested in lunch with me? It's not every day I catch him sans crew. Before I can even say anything, he locks eyes with me already and is jogging over my way. I just realized I'm doing a lot of body motion. I'm doing a lot of body motion whenever I'm doing Iris's lines or when there's like an action happening within the dialogue. And this is the times where I'm like, maybe I should invest in a face cam. But nah, that's too much work. Sometimes I'm in pajamas. Antonio, how goes? Floor attendant Antonio is about to die. You doing alright? You sound hungry. Are you going to make it? Yeah. Actually, no. I may be doomed. I can't have you dying on me, not like this. Let's get some food into you. I'm taking you to Whole Story. What, the bookstore next door? Do they have food too? Only the best pastries and coffee this side of the Mississippi. I can't believe you haven't gone yet. Sounds tasty, but I really should eat the pizza bagels I brought for lunch. Please, you eat those every day. Let me treat you to something other than that. Oh, think of it like a date. Whenever I'm around Teo, he knows exactly what to say to make my face turn bright red. Fine, you win. Let's go. Despite coming to the little strip mall for 2 weeks, I actually haven't visited our neighbors. Mostly I did whatever needed doing, took orders from Gavin, lent a hand to Ashley and Naomi, things like that. Whatever the job happened to call for. No more, no less. I couldn't say I've been part of any community outside of the outside the immediate circle of my coworkers, whereas the others visited Whole Story frequently. Teo leads the way into a shop that smells strangely of dusty old books and sugary sweetness. I don't think I've ever been in a little independent bookstore. Or a bookstore at all, for that matter. It's 20XX. Who buys books in brick and mortar stores anymore? The most recent book I ordered is Paradisa. Just check it out. If you're interested in like a gay older man lead and like a young asexual lady lead, then you should check out that book. Maybe one of them falls in love with an angel. Oh. It's good. Anyway, it's the first book I've bought like that's been a physical book, and I realized that I probably like the digital just because I'm like on my phone a lot more than actually reading it. It took me like a while to read it. It was a nice feeling to actually hold a book in my hand though. But despite the oh hey you. No, don't sit there. Don't sit there. Hey. But despite the subdued atmosphere compared to the arcade, there are customers present and accounted for, sipping coffee, reading old tomes, and yes, munching donuts. Teo secures a tiny table for us before directing me to the bar. Hang on. What the heck is up with the menu? It's organized by the Dewey Decimal System? I feel whimsical today. I'll have the I don't know names. Matt G. I'm sorry, I can't do last names, I'm so sorry. Pink icing, colorful sprinkles, and ring it up on my tab. I mumble out a thanks, trying not to make a big deal of it. Cash is tight, and boutique cafe pastries wouldn't help my situation much. Hello, people. Hello. Okay, I got distracted by the dog. Oh, hello. A pair of middle-aged guys wait to take my order. Hey, I'd like, one super sweet glazed chocolate sprinkled special surprise with orange juice. You know what? Surprise me. What's your favorite donut? Or just a glaze and some coffee. Keep it simple. Guts, guts, guts. Hey, what's good? What's your favorite order from the menu?
One Terry Pratchett coming up. A jam pastry with Clatchy and coffee.
Ooh, jam pastry. Oh my god, that is my favorite though. I don't know about the coffee though. I'm not a coffee person or a drinking person, to be honest. Just me, my water, some orange juice, some soda, that's me. Uncaffeinated. That's how I live my life. The second fellow puts together my order and also drops a small paperback book onto the tray featuring a many-legged wooden travel trunk on the cover. Huh. Literary lunch.
With alliteration, apparently.
Say, you work at the Funplex, don't you?
Yes, hello.
Right, we've seen you walk past our doors every morning and evening.
I'm sorry.
Like clockwork, tick-tock.
Right, sorry. I should have introduced myself. Floor attendant Antonio Reeves, at your service. I'm your inside guy for tokens and tickets.
Oh, we are lousy at video games.
Totally lousy.
But Francine's just a peach, isn't she?
Sweetest dame you'll ever meet.
I love them.
Regardless, welcome to The Whole Story. I'm Ben.
I'm Matt.
No relation to the actors.
Although they're cuties, and so are we.
Oh, stop.
Stop being cute? Never.
Oh no, they're cute. Apparently the sugar is available in forms other than round and holy.
Anyway, don't let us stop you from having fun on your little date.
Oh
Wouldn't dream of it.
Please stop. It's not a date.
Just friends, then? Friendly friends on a play date?
Why do you have to say it like that?
Maybe the real date was the friends we made along the way.
I'd say the real friends were the friends we made along the way.
No.
What if the way was also the real friends who were the real friends we made along the way?
I don't...
Okay, now you're just being silly.
And how?
Anyway, next order, please.
The pair waves the next customer in as I return to Teo's table, with our orders on a nicely decorated wooden tray. Nice choice there. That's my second favorite. Gotta admit, it looks delicious. I bet it's not as delicious as you. Stop flirting with me. And once again, beet red in the middle of the cafe. I can see Matt and Ben pointing and whispering to themselves about this. Quick, think of something to change the subject. So, no regulars from your crew here today? Today's our monthly break day. I mean, folks come and go as schedule permits. Can't expect them to dance 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is different. I make sure that every month we all take a break day from each other to clear our heads, not dance, and just recharge. No arcade, no games, no smooth moves, just a moment to reflect and enjoy the good things in life. Oh. Wow, that's actually a great idea. Too much of the same old stuff really dulls the mind. And it keeps attendance up for all of the other events. Less chance of burnout that way. But you still showed up today to dance. Teo looks away for a moment, guilty as charged. Why? When is your break? Teo waves his hand away, scoffing at the very idea of it. Simply put, I don't require a break. Seriously? That's an early way to a grave, or everyone needs a break sometimes, or what makes you say that? Is it okay for me to say this? We're gonna go on the kindness route here. Everyone needs a break sometimes. The road to hell is paved with great intentions, Teo. Everyone, including you, deserves a break every once in a while. Believe me, I would love to take a break. But I can't, truly.
Oh, break day doesn't apply to me. I need to continue to work hard. You know, I built up this community from when it was nothing. I remember when it was just me and a few other players. And now look at it. We're not just a local crew, we're one of the biggest dancing game groups in the nation. We got it all: a social media feed, satellite groups, online vids to tutor the hopeful newcomers. You're only seeing the tip of this crazy iceberg. All of that depends on me. I gotta hustle. I can't let them down. If this all fell apart, it would crush them.
I didn't mean to.
So if I stop, even for just a moment, I mean, who will be there to take over?
Your friends, Teo. Me, Ashley, Naomi, and yes, even Gavin. Huh? You take over my dance crew? No, I mean, look. We want to support you. You're part of the Funplex. You're not alone. For the first time, Teo, who always has a wisecracker or smooth saying, is silenced by my words. Please never forget that. He lets a smile gently turn his lips. I know it's hard to trust others sometimes. Just recently I had to deal with some trust issues really recently, like this morning recently. And it's not fun, I get that, but you do so much for others. It's okay to let them do things for you, too.
You know, you're a true friend.
Oh, shush up.
Here I was supposed to take you out and hear about your life, and instead, we just talked about me the whole time. Man, I am the worst.
Oh, you're fine. This is the type of person that I am. To be honest, I mostly sit and listen. I don't engage is my problem, though. Oh, yeah, absolutely the worst. Not as bad as I am at Showtime stage, or if that's not true, and you know it. Oh yeah, absolutely the worst. Seeing Teo down in the dumps is heartbreaking. He's always cheering us all on. Maybe a sharp, sarcastic quip will turn that frown upside down. Yep, worst of the worst. If there's a ranking of the best people, you would be near the bottom, alongside mall walkers, unlicensed dentists, and Neko Nami. Harsh. Now who's putting on the smooth moves? Teo chuckles as he goes back to his normal self. I mean it. You really are a great friend, and I'm really impressed with your passion just now. Not many floor attendants would do that for their customers, but that's the Funplex for you, isn't it? It's more than a neatly stacked pile of quarters in your eyes. We all are. Until Gavin tells me to stop fraternizing with the neatly stacked piles of quarters, I'm good with treating you all like human beings. Antonio, you inspire me. Confusedly, I glance around, looking for who Teo seems to be talking about. I've never been described as inspirational. Who, me? Yes, you! You can use that heart you have in all aspects of your life. It at least make my world a little better. It'd at least make my world a little brighter. Beep beep! Lunchtime is over! Looks like it's time to get back on the stage. And back to work. Are you sure you wouldn't rather dance with me? You still haven't tried out Showtime stage yet. Rain check, Teo, rain check. You can't use that excuse forever, my friend. Check with me again next time it's raining. That's the opposite of what a rain check means. Before we go, can I ask you something? Shoot. You're a really hard worker and all, but don't you get bored running through the same routine day in and day out? Even I switch up the playlist now and then. What do you mean? Well, I mean, are you happy with what you are doing? Are you happy with what you're doing? Is there anything you can add to your life, your job, that makes it more meaningful? I don't know what is wrong with my mouth right now. Like for me, when I first started dancing, I made a promise to myself. If I was ever in the position to build a community around Showtime stage, I'd give everything to make that dream happen. Sounds ambitious. You know it. I've got ambition oozing out of every orifice of my body. TMI. So, what do you strive for? What do you want to accomplish? Or is this it? Sorry, that got a little too deep, didn't it? Anyway, just something to think about. We should get back before we're missed. Okay. I quickly gather up my things and head back to the Funplex. Okay. that's where we're gonna end it today, everyone. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to see the previous parts, I have playlists. If you want to see like other videos on my channel, I have other LPs. The pretty gay. If you're interested in like maybe something a little different, maybe check out First Degree. It's murder, there's gore. I censored it though, you're fine. If you're interested in playing the game yourself, links in the description. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. And a big thank you to this month's patrons. If you're interested in becoming a patron, links in the description. Until next time, bye-bye!